If we small-minded, we're going to have a small-minded church. If we're not committed, we're going to have an uncommitted church. Father God, if we're not faithful, we're going to have an unfaithful church. Whatever the people in the church, that's what the church is going to be. Father, and I ask, Lord God, that you let us be great people, Lord God. The people that you have called to make an impact on this world. Not just in our life, but upon this world. And for that, I give you praise, glory, and honor. In Jesus' name. Amen. Deuteronomy 32, 46 to 47. He said, Moses, said to them, take heart. All these words I am giving you as a warning to you today, so that you may command your children to carefully follow all the words of this law. For they are not meaningless words to you, but they are your life. And by them you will live long in the land you are crossing the Jordan to possess. It was Moses. He was telling the people that he was bringing out of Israel. He was giving them a song. It was a song that they had created. That they had wrote down. And Moses was giving him some of the law and parts of the song, telling them what to do. You know what he said? You need to. He was telling them. He said, look, take heed of these words that I'm giving you today. God told me what to tell you, and I'm telling you, because I'm not going over to the Jordan where he already knew he wasn't going over. But he already told, look, God had already told him, choose Joshua. Joshua was going to lead the people over because of some rebellions that you had done that I asked you not to do, but you done. And he said, and do you know when the Lord is finished with us and he takes his robe off us, he takes us home. He uses us, but now, if Moses hadn't rebelled somewhere down the line, he might have lived long. He might have crossed the Jordan to see what the people was doing. But God still used him, even though he rebelled. He used him till he got ready to tell him, say, well, okay, well, I'm through with you now. So I'm going to take the robe off of you and bring you home. You see what I'm saying? But he gave him, it was through his rebellion. But look, he told, tell Joshua, he already had chose Joshua. So in other words, look, he chose us. Like I said, everybody that's in here right now, if you here, you have been chosen by God. He gave them some words and some instruction that if you teach this to your children, let it not depart from their heart. Let it not, he said, meditate on their mind day and night. They will live long in the land. Because this land that they was going over to was a strange land to them. They know where they were, but they didn't know where they was going. And that's the church's biggest mistake. That's our biggest mistake. We know what we have been, but we're afraid of what we don't know about. A place that we are going. A place that God has for us. Yes. Look, in Joshua 7. Go to Joshua 7 in your Bible. I'm going to give this to you the best way. Believe me, we're coming to, but I want you to hear this. He said, go to Joshua 7. Everything prospers have a structure. Everything that's successful have a structure. In the work field, you got these big offices and companies and stuff. These people didn't get there just by letting everybody come and run the company. They got there by a group of people giving instructions, being trained, and running the company. Getting the company to a level where it's just started from the ground. Anything great, anything big, it's got to have structure. It's got to have order. And it's got to have obedience. You're not going to see no greater heights without no order in your life, without no structure in your life, without no obedience in your life, without no faithfulness in your life, without no trustworthiness in your life, you ain't going nowhere. You're going to stay at the same level. Okay? Again, Joshua 7, I'm going to start reading from verse 10 to 11. He said, the Lord then said to Joshua, stand up. Why are you on the ground? Israel has sinned. They have violated my covenant that I appointed for them. They have taken some of what was set apart. They have stolen, deceived, and put the things with their own belonging. Now, I'm going to try to explain this to you the way the Lord gave it to me. When he said, see, Joshua and them had already crossed over to the Jordan. And they were fighting and going on and destroying some of the people that were their enemies. But then they had come up to this little town called Ai. And Joshua told some of his men, see, they was beating everybody because Joshua was always